and this is the podcast where football meets banter. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow the movement at Gossip Goalpost. Without further ado, let's get this ball rolling. Welcome back. Sure, my voice is not sounding too awesome, but we just making a quick update of what we realized, what we saw over the weekend. Premier League, of course. Um, you can see that Manchester City actually going to win the Premier League. We all know that Arsenal are bottlers, but hey, man, this was their best chance, and it's so funny how football changed in an instant, changed so quick, right? Because in what could have been a 12 points turned out to be three right now going into Manchester City extra game. I am a Chelsea fan, and I I I would rather see Arsenal lose that league than Chelsea qualify for Champions League. It gives me more joy. I surely do not need to see Arsenal next to that trophy. I am tired of the noise. I'm tired of the bragging when they were, dominating in the first phase of the league. Now is the time the cookie crumble, and we are all happy that the cookie is crumbling. But how much more Arsenal gonna do this? And I think this is the end of Arteta era. It is over for Arteta. I don't think the club gonna fire him. I just think that out of respect, he's just gonna step down. Um, I would say the only way he don't step down is if Pep retire. If Pep retire immediately after, then he probably gonna take another chance for another season. But he sees Pep as his number one enemy. He learned a lot from Pep, but obviously he don't learn how to win the league from Pep. You know what I mean? So it is a very interesting last 5 games. Arsenal can surrender the lead this midweek, I think Wednesday. Arsenal, who was dominating the Premier League for so long, they're stretched. They are stretched. And, they're tired because, in all honesty, there's not a lot of depth in Arsenal. You got good players, great players, but they are burned out and they just don't have it to take it over the finish line, which is amazing. So yeah, sorry for my voice. Yeah, not sounding right at all. I had a worse throat for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, we are looking forward to City take the lead, hold on to it for the remainder of the season. Um, Quick touch on Chelsea also. Chelsea, Manchester United. I mean, the game was there to be won by Chelsea. We dominate all aspect of the game, every single one. The suck part is that we took like 20 shots and we only had one on target. Like, that is horrible. Garnacho gotta go. Garnacho gotta go. Pedro Neto, it's time. I think it's time to move on. Also, um, we need we I don't know. We need to restructure. As I said, I think uh, I will say that Aston Villa cannot finish ahead of me at the end of the season. I strongly held on to what I believe, but I think that if Chelsea falls into Europa next season, I would say it is nothing more than what Chelsea deserve. We've been playing horrible. A Manchester United of that quality should have never beat us, but hey, man, we surrender. and it seems like Chelsea actually give up already for the season. It seems like Chelsea already give up on Champions League football for next season. So if the players give up, why I gonna be rallying up about it? I'm a fan, you know, um, and they give up. So I guess I need to give up too. No, I'm not giving up. I really don't think Aston Villa can finish above me. So I still believe that there is a spot in Champions League football next season for me, because Aston Villa is not it to finish above me. So everyone in the top six won except Chelsea and Arsenal. So very interesting going down to the end of the game. All right, this was just my quick thoughts on what goes down. There was some other interesting game goes on, like Liverpool won their game in the extra time. Extra time. It was like 100 and something minutes of extra time was given. I mean, 11 minutes. So Liverpool won it in like the 99th minute or something like that sort. But they were there to be beaten also by Everton. That game I needed a draw. Would be better for me, but hey, good win by Liverpool. Not so much of a good win by Liverpool, I would say. Not a dominant performance. I really think that Everton deserved to come away victorious, but that's football. One thing I'm happy about in that game is Mohamed Salah, that he actually scored. So even though I may want to see Liverpool lose, I want to see Mohamed Salah win, because that's my Liverpool player right there. All right, so meaning that knowing that I don't have enough voice to continue, I just want to touch on those two quick topic, and that is the end. So let's see what this week, midweek, gonna bring in games, and then this weekend we have a FA Cup. So let's go, Manchester City. Let's go and take over from Arsenal, and Chelsea. Let's go and win our game, even though we have a very bad record so far against Leeds. But let's take the lead and lead out. All right, I come to the end of this podcast. Until next time, I'm your host Alton. When I get my voice back, I will be. So until next time, peace.